Oh, hold on a second. Okay. Hi, Vince. I forgot to put my mic on. Okay. How you doing? How have you been all week? I've been gone. Keith Arts was a follow right when I was quitting, and I felt bad because I saw them pop up and I just took off. So can you hear me okay? I think there was an echo before and I think I fixed it. So yeah, so welcome Keith Arts if you come back. I'm glad you're here. All right, so you know what, I worked on some like kind of an interesting mix of things while I was gone. I did a little bit of, not really video editing, it was more like a fancy slideshow kind of thing, but I was trying to do some interesting, cool looking transitions. So I was working on that. I was using DaVinci Resolve, which I really like. And then this project that has just been on the schedule for months. It was a crazy screen print thing. And it was, I think, maybe like 7, I always forget what they're called. Spot color. So one that I did I guess it was the end of last year. It was a 9 color spot channel screen print thing. So those poor people were like 9 times having to paint over their piece of paper to make this print. This one was, I think it was like 7 or 8 layers. Sometimes they add one because they need a white layer, or they need to break up one of the layers that have too many grads on them. And I can kind of see why, because when I was trying to fix it, I had to put the line art separately than some of the grads that were the same color as the line art, because they just got too heavy-handed of a grad. Anyway, so yeah, I finally finished that. It's off to the printers and they're gonna work on it. They're gonna take a video of it while they're doing it, so we're gonna get to see like some of the making of. I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm really excited to erase it off of the schedule. It's so weird because it's like hours of work, more than hours, like I don't even know. And it's just grads, right? So I feel like, I guess I worked hard. I just want it to look cool, and so far I think it does. So I'll be excited to show it to you guys. I made almost 0 progress on this guy. I started getting into this puzzle thing again. You're all zoomed in as much as you can be. This puzzle thing. So this is what I did, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I was so hopeful. So what I'm doing is, this is matte color sticker paper on chipboard. I have a Juliet Caesar cutting machine. I went with that one because they said that it cuts finer detail than the Cricut or a Silhouette, but I've never had either of those, so I really don't know from firsthand experience. But here, I'll show you this weird stuff. Okay, so I got this actually from the store itself. What is that? Finecardstock.com. I have no idea. Are you fine? So far, I think all the problems have been my own. So it seems to be within the requirements of what my paper or the cutting machine can cut. What do you call those? Die cut machines? I don't know. I don't have calipers, but I think it's, I forgot what, see, I read the manual and then I forget exactly what it said, but I think it was something like under 1 millimeter. This is just about under 1 millimeter, I think. It's just black board. So then I would take this, you run like the print and cut feature, you run some sort of paper or sticker paper in my case through the printer. It prints little registration marks, and I stuck it all on this and then ran it through the cutting machine. Ugh. and the cutting machine. Okay, so then I had to learn how to make a puzzle in Illustrator so I could make a SVG file. Like, well, there's so many things I have to learn. Looks like for paper, kind of. It's I couldn't really go much thicker because the it wouldn't cut. I haven't touched a cereal box in a while. It feels like a little thicker than a cereal or a cracker box. Cardboard, chipboard, whatever. And actually some of the people did recommend that you could, you know, just cut open a cereal box and use that too. I don't have any. So I put the matte color sticker paper over it, which is what this attempt was. And let's see. What did it do on this one? I think, well, firstly, I found out I don't like the texture of the matte or puzzles. It's too like, I don't know. It feels like a puzzle piece should have more of a gloss kind of texture to it. So that's one thing. I should write some stuff down. Hold on. Let's get paper. Okay. Because I'm gonna learn here. So let's see. Okay. So I already know this part because I've already printed it again. So gloss paper. It could be, okay, here's another thing. It worked so well when it was on typing paper. Look at this, just everything, just perfect. So there is a possibility where I could just glue some kind of photo paper, glossy photo paper on this, but this isn't strong enough. Let's see what else I have. Where are you? Here you go. So this isn't very efficient because this is just like a little tape. Like, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing and waste it all in like no time. Pretty sticky though. I like this. So I would have to find an experiment with it with glue types. So many. Okay, let's see. Find glue types. Find glue types. Okay. So this was the matte sticker paper. I stuck it directly on the chipboard and I cut it through, and it cut through fine. I think, you know what happened? It just started cutting weird on one of the puzzles. It like skipped over and started cutting an exterior piece on instead of an edge piece. Really kind of cleanly though, so I don't understand exactly what happened. I thought maybe I had like a random Illustrator path that I drew, but then I was thinking maybe are these all? I kind of stopped the cut. This one didn't go through. I interrupted the cut midway through. Yeah, I was like, oh, all these pieces. Oh yeah, it's a puzzle. I get to put it together. I like the shape of the pieces that I made. This is a foot. Where do you go? You look, this is another foot. The same one. This is hand. What else do I have? This is, I don't know what this one is. It's like the side of the moon leg thing. Oh, there it is. Okay, so then here's a good example. This should be an edge piece, and it cut a little notch in there. Like, that's not even any piece that I made. It's all ripped. It's all crazy. So what I think happened for this run was that the knife, maybe it got stuck and then it lost its place, it lost its registration and just started cutting again, and it cut an exterior piece or something. So then, okay, that would mean it's my, either the depth of my blade, so blade depth. The Caesar Juliet thing, you can adjust the force, the speed, how many passes it does, and then you can manually like adjust the blade, how much it sticks out of the housing. So either the blade was stuck out too far, which I'll show you another example of, or, and maybe in a combination of, the board didn't stick to the sticky mat and it bowed up a little and it caught the blade. So that's what made it like grab and stick and then be out of registration. So new sticky mat. Oh, and then Caesar Juliet, they have a new blade that is 2 millimeters long, which I ordered. So maybe that'll help too, to have like that extra bit of cutting surface to work with. All right, so new blade on the way. Okay, so then this was the very sad first attempt. Let me show you what I did like just this morning. It's not perfect, but it's so much better. If you're following my I don't know, was it Facebook? I don't think I put on Instagram yet. It's not good enough for Instagram. Either it needs to be a colossal felt or a beautiful thing. This is neither. It's like it's a step in the right direction. So what I'm doing, the whole point is I want to put these in the vending machine. Here's the vending machine. And it fits 3-inch envelopes or like really thin boxes, but I'm not messing with boxes. So it would be like this. This would be in the vending machine. Put in your little token and maybe you get something like this. Look at this. Okay. This one's not perfect, but it's like a good idea of what I'm trying to go for. So here I used glossy, wait, what? Oh, I used glossy photo paper and I used this to glue it on. It was okay. It was a medium success. Let's see. All right, so here you can see, let's see. First off, there's like a zipper looking quality to the cut. So that's like a telltale sign that I have too much force. See how they're like just zippery kind of. It almost looked like it's like stitched or something. So too much force. I already have a note for that, but I'm gonna write it again. Less force. We'll see how many words I spell correctly. All right, so then what else? Okay, here's something that's gonna really upset me because I don't know. I have zero idea. I barely know how to make paths in Illustrator. It's like, it falls into the category of what are those things called? Spreadsheet. Like if you can learn how to do a spreadsheet, you can do so many things. It's like a time saver. It does math. It organizes recipes and things. It's like this magic little boring grid that I just cannot get. Same with paths, right? So much things you can do, like for making cut lines, for using them in videography to create a path to make something like go like a little special effect, move it around your scene. You can make a path to do it. And it's so frustrating for me. So let's see. Do I still have you? I might still have him up. This is the guy who I'm trying to learn from. The thing is, like, nobody's doing exactly what I'm trying to do. Not that this is so innovative, but just there's so many variables, right? What programs are you using? What machine do you have? What materials are you using? So this guy is using a Glowforge, and he's got cool tips. He taught me a bunch of stuff, but I still have to like mess up a bunch to figure out how it applies to me. So here he is. I don't know if it's gonna have any audio. Hold on, let me do it for these guys. Where are you? Okay. So I don't know if you could hear him, but basically I don't really like his puzzle shapes. If it's too loud or weird, let me know. But he showed me how to make the path, how to draw them, and then do a bunch of stuff that I don't understand, like group them and then touch a bunch of things to make it disappear then reappear. This is why I'm getting into trouble. I don't know what I don't know. But then the way he sets it up, he's able to do something like some mid-step that I'm messing up on. Let me mute him. Let's see. So when he's making his puzzle pieces, he was making vertical lines that he duplicated across the way. Then he made horizontal lines that he duplicated across the way. And I think he made layers so that his machine, he could control how, like, the direction that it cut. Well, I don't understand what I'm saying. This is why I'm so frustrated. See how he's got some red and some blue? And this is, I didn't understand, like, well, sure, whatever. That's nice if you want to be super efficient, but like, whatever. And how important could it be? It's so important. Here, let me show you what mine did. I'm gonna pause you for a second. Super helpful guy. Let's see if I can just copy and paste this video. There we go. Okay, just in case you guys want to check him out. You're still going? Let me do this. And let me do this. Perfect. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Let me give you guys a little for this too. Did I? Whatever. Okay. I keep pressing wrong buttons. Okay. So this is why it was so important to force your machine to cut a certain way. This is what mine did, and this is what I got into trouble with. Okay, let me point out a couple of things. I pointed out the little zipper quality, which means my force puzzling has been, I know, right? It's a head scratcher. So here's the zippering effect. That means my force was too strong. See these little scratches here? That means my material was a little thicker than, how do I say this? I had my knife sticking out too much because it wasn't clearing the material. It would scrape before it cut. So I need to not have my blade sticking out so much. Blade depth. So what I would want it to do is just cut over the entire thing, then do it a second time and a third time, so that way you don't have to have the force too high and you have a cleaner cut, no zippering. But what it was doing is the cutter would go around one puzzle piece like 3 times, 4 times, whatever it was set to. Then it would go the next piece over and then do another 3 or 4 rounds. So then this line here, that means that one got cut like 6 times. Wow, what? I don't know why it did that. Why? They're just lines. Why would it choose? How does it even know that that's one puzzle piece to go around? I didn't say anything like that. So what ends up happening, all these, it was like pulling up the edges of the print paper, like these little corners. It just scuffed them all up because how many passes was that? That's just too many passes. It just, every pass, it pulled up a little more. At a certain point, like one of these pieces just popped off and was hanging out while the cutter is still cutting. So I've got like my finger in there while it's cutting. I'm just like, oh, just try to pull this out. Like, don't cut you again. I don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna have to watch that video again. And look how cute. This is so perfect in almost every way. I'm gonna have it like this little frame. And then you just build the puzzle right in the little frame. It could be so nice. It's so close to being nice. And I really prefer the glossy paper. It's just very rough feeling, and then it's pulled up on the corners. So yeah, I have a lot of learning to do, and I just have to assemble knowledge from like 3 different YouTubers, because there's not much documentation for the machine itself. I don't understand how I watched someone put together a family photo and they made a puzzle out of it, and it worked perfect for them. Hi, MPT, how are you? Did you see this? It's better. It's very much better, but it's not perfect. I like the puzzle shapes. I like the puzzle pieces. So let's see. Let's put this together. So, moon, bottom left. Here's some moon. It looks like an old puzzle. It's brand new because it got all pulled up on the edges. Yay for improvement. What's the struggle? The one that's worrying me is the path that the cutter takes to cut each piece out. So I have to do multiple passes with less force so it doesn't have this zipper effect. I'll show you. It's like, see how the cut edge here, it looks like it has teeth. It's just supposed to be a smooth, nice cut. And that zipper effect means the force is too high. So you lessen the force, increase the amount of passes that it cuts, and you get a better cut. The thing is, so the edges don't come out super clean because of the multiple passes. That, you know, that by itself should be fine. The thing is, the route that it takes, and I don't know why it does that. It should just cut everything once, then cut everything again. But what it does, it's like, let me put it away or put it together so I can, wait. It's like a fun puzzle too, because it's like, I know what the image is and I'm still like, okay, wait, that's a foot. Where does this go? Okay. Hold on. Chest. My pieces are cute. Okay. I'm missing a piece. Is this the piece? Okay. Okay, so this is what it's doing, MPT. I'm sending it through the cutter, and it's supposed to do like, I think 3 or 4 passes, but rather than just go over everything and then do it again and do it again, it goes piece by piece. It'll go over this one puzzle piece like 4 times, and then it'll go to this piece and cut this piece out 4 times. But what that means is this line here gets cut like 8 times. So it keeps getting pulled up and messed up. That's so many times. And I don't know how to fix it, because how did I do it? Why did it choose that path? How do I force it to choose a path? This guy who works on his Glowforge did something with layers. He made some lines red and some blue and collected them in a way where I think he forced his machine to like cut along a certain path. So I'm gonna have to do trial and error. I guess I could do that on, what do I have cheap and thick that I can cut? Because I can't do multiple passes off of typing paper. It's a multiple pass thing. And I'm just gonna have to trial and error and try not to like waste so much material. I don't know this machine at all, but could be a setting. Yeah, the devil's in the details, the setting. You're absolutely right. And I only know slightly more than you do. I'm so new to this. And I feel like I'm trying to fly before I can walk or something, but I'm like determined to just make this work. It's gonna be so cute. It's almost cute. It's almost there, NPC. It's so close. Yeah, and the amount of time, I'm wondering how much time will each of these take? I would really prefer not to have to glue a bunch of stuff together. I believe you got this. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. I need the motivation. Not the motivation. What do you call it? Morale. I need the morale. Because it's just that, the certain things like this list I can fix. The whole how do you make a cut in the path that you want, I have zero idea. And that's the thing that's gonna make me sad. Look at this. It fits real nice into this for the vending machine. Look at that. Can I ask what machine it is? It is the Caesar Juliet. It's just like a Cricut or a Silhouette. I've never had any of them. I went with this one because they said it cut finer details. It was better and easier to cut finer details with it. I don't know one from the other, so that sounded fine to me. But because it's a lesser known machine, there's not a lot of videos and documentation about it. There's one person who seems to be the authority on it. What is it? Up a creek crafts or something? What's your name? Let me shout you out because you're, oh my goodness, what's going on over here? Okay, what is her name? Let's see. I'm gonna swing this around and see. Okay, so YouTube. Let's see. Watch later. Oh, Chris, how are you? Okay, her Swift Creek Customs. I'll put a little link for her thing. She's like a pro at this stuff. She has a lot of vocal fry though. You know that voice quality where someone's esophagus is a little tight and they're like, she's got a little bit of that going on, but she's really good. Chat. Okay, that's for you. Okay. Okay. So, Chris, I like those earrings that you've been posting on Discord. I really like the flat style better. Let's see if I can share this. Oh, not like that. Let's try that. All paste, enter. Hey, okay. There, those are the ones. That's on Chris's 3D printer. Chris, do you know anything about making Illustrator force a path to cut? Did you hear what my Sage? How are you? This is Chris's work here. He's making neat earrings. I like that open pen nib thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Chris knows his stuff. Okay, sort of getting ready for a mini vacation. Nice. Thanks, clay sculptor. Is that for earrings? Okay, so Chris, I don't know how much of this you heard, but maybe you can, if I describe what's happening, because I don't even know where to start. I'm only just learning how to make paths in Illustrator, cut paths to turn into SVG, right? Files to cut. Okay. Illustrator, I know. Cutting software, not so well. My first guess would be to make open paths instead of closed shapes. Oh, okay. Make open, hold on. I've been lurking while dealing with others. Oh, thank you so much. Open paths. Ooh. Shapes. Okay. Yeah, so at least that's those are words that I can start looking up, because I remember you mentioned closed shapes. One of the tutorials I was watching, the guy was clicking on each of his shapes, and it looked like that was the action of making closed shapes from what you're describing. So hopefully I have a version of this file before I touched open spaces.
Game begin.
So then, what else? Yeah, everything else was like, I get all excited because certain things work out so well, and then everything else is just a big old question mark. So here's my to-do list. Gloss paper. I don't even think the sticker paper is gonna stick. It's like it was removable. It felt like I put a sticker here and I could just peel it back up and reposition it. So that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna glue a sticker onto a board. I'll glue photo paper or something. So gloss paper. Figure out the glue types, because my glue didn't stick very well. Blade depth in the Caesar Juliet. New blade is on the way. New sticky mat, because the popping up, causing it to skip and choose its own path. Less force. Illustrator, yeah, okay. I still have like 18 more chipboards to go. I could fit 4. Oh, look. Let's see. So this was my I got this was me just seeing to make sure I could cut through the board and get my settings right, and then cut through something with a sticker on it, and it kind of, see how it left some pieces stuck to the bottom, so my blade wasn't extended enough, or it could have used another path. But if what could I have done? It's hard to say because there isn't a way to detect if the blade is overextended, because I don't have any reason for the blade to like make a cross over to scratch anything. So that was a successful test. What happened here? Oh, it was real close. This was the one that I've packed right here. Yeah, there's like so the blade is overextended because you can see there's a scratch where the blade when it was traveling across the page. So I'll retract the blade a little bit. This one was going well. It did loosen one of the puzzle pieces, and it kicked it over here, and it started cutting. One of the pieces was cutting out right here, and the other piece was knocking around, so eventually I just stopped the cut. But yeah, this is what you do. You print out the sticker paper. Well, this was actually photo paper, and glued it to the board, the chipboard. And I taped it here because I figured it's too hardy. It's gonna pop off. And I had to put masking tape. Wait, is it not masking tape? What's the clear tape? The masking tape, right? No, masking tape is the stuff. Magic clear tape. I don't know, gift wrapping tape. The clear stuff. I had to put that over the glossy photo paper because it wasn't the camera that registers where the blade goes. It was struggling. So when I put clear tape over it, it found it. Packing tape. No, it's like that regular 3M I'm wrapping Christmas presents tape. Masking tape, right? No, that's like the gray stuff. It's just regular tape. It's like the clear gift wrapping tape. So yeah, I heard that people were having that problem, so I kind of figured, oh, maybe it was that thing. So I put the clear gift wrap tape over the registration lines, and it found it just fine. Masking tape is paper backed. Magic tape? I can't think of the name. It's not that exotic. It's just that regular stuff they sell at the supermarkets. Look at that. Scotch tape! Jamboree handouts! Yes! It's just regular tape. How are you, Jamboree handouts? That's it. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's just... I'm wondering... I don't think I could go back and cut this. I might be able to. It would take a lot of work. And that's one of the things that I was trying to convince myself of. Teamwork makes the dream work, as MPT. There's this thing that I get trapped in where I think I'll just repair it. I won't waste it. I'll reconfigure it so I can save these, or even if it's like a piece of digital art where I've messed up on something, maybe I left the anti-alias on when I'm flatting or something, and I think, oh, I could probably just fix this, and spend like hours fixing it when it probably would have been faster to just start from scratch. But the starting from scratch is like so demoralizing, kind of. It's like such a loss. It's like, oh, I don't want to start over. But sometimes that's the way to go. So this might be a case of that, where maybe I can just cut these out and make cute little cards. Give them away. Or something, I don't know. Just keep the old as reference. Yeah, something like that. Just start fresh. Like what not to do. Oh, yeah. That's kind of why I'm keeping these things. Because my memory's not so great, so I'm gonna end up grabbing for the sticker paper that I already have. And then I'll remember, oh, remember you don't like the matte because it feels icky in your fingers. The gloss works better for that puzzle kind of texture. This puzzle is gonna rule when you get it dialed in. Jamboree handout. Yes, it is, right? That's what I'm trying to keep thinking about. Like the excitement of like, oh, this is gonna be so cute if it works. So that'll help me like dial it back and like redo certain things. That path, I really like my puzzle shapes. The puzzle pieces, they're super cute. They're way cuter than the ones that I've been seeing online. Here, let's see. The one guy, the one that cut so perfectly, he just put little like round circles on the edges of his wiggle line. And I didn't really care for that shape. Oh shoot. What we got here? What's shiny? What's not? Okay. So let's see. Let's look at the puzzle piece shapes. So that's one of the things I learned, was how to adjust paths once they were there, like grabbing the little, not the anchor points, but the little handlebars that come out where you pull on the handlebar and then the curve pops out a little bit. So let's see. What in the world? Do you go there? I just want to see the shapes. No? There? Okay. Which way do you go? Like that. They're cute shapes. I agree, the shapes are great, and I love the border that serves as a frame for the puzzle. Yeah, I figured it was so tiny, like 3 inches, to fit into the vending machine. I thought it was more of like a self-contained item. I don't know, it seemed better. So then it requires, what do I do? The outer frame is part of the puzzle that gets cut out, and then I glue a backing to it, which is just a square. No print or anything, which shouldn't be that difficult. But yeah, that zipper, little zipper edge. Then I was thinking, well, do I need a die cut machine or something? But then you can't, not die cut. What is it called? It's like a press where you put your board in, you have 2 like metal plates, and then you roll it through like a pasta maker, and it squeezes the chunks out like a cookie. But then you can't pick your puzzle piece shapes. So yeah, that was my journey. I'm what is it? Manage your expectations mode. So close. It's really close. That poor machine though, it's like, you don't know what you're doing. It's like making all this noise when it was getting caught in the middle because of either the bowing of the board, I don't know what. But you know what? We're explorers. Puzzle explorers. Let's go, Grump. We're gonna figure this out together. All right. So what is it? Here's the secret. Illustrator open path instead of closed shapes. That's my my assignment for the week. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, that fits so perfect. I'll have to avoid the temptation to just pull out all of the dark blue envelopes, because that'll be a dead giveaway for which one has the puzzle in it. I need a stamp. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So all that stuff I could do. I got new sticky mats coming, new blades on the way. Less force easy, blade dip easy. Glue, what? You just get sticky glue. Better glue. What could go wrong? Glossy photo paper. Yeah, this is the one right here. That's the one that's gonna keep me up at night. Closed shapes. Why did he do that? Why did he show me how to do that? Okay, so we're gonna finish this before Halloween. I promise. I got my Oh, I got such a mess. Look, these are the blades for my machine. And this, and tiny little things. Don't cut yourself. Okay. So you can go over here. All these puzzle pieces. I don't need the pencils and erasers. Oh, you know what else I got? This is not an ad, but oh, we're hungry. We went to Cava. They're selling this bowl. This isn't an ad, I promise you. I just get excited about these things. It's like a little blind box or grab bag of, not grab bag, blind bag. You buy a specific meal, and then you get they give you one of these. And I haven't opened it yet. I can kind of see what it is. I don't even like spicy food. It's I don't know what this one's name is. Like hot harissa or something. It's nice and soft. All right. Let's see. Where could you live? Right there. Let's see. There it is. MPT says, just 3 months away from Tokyo Comic Con. I know, it's coming up. Will there be puzzles in the vending machine? And do I bring my vending machine to Tokyo? Has anyone ever flown with a vending machine in their luggage? See, another thing, I've got to be like the only person. I'll let you know how it goes. Signs are pointing to the fact that I'll probably take it with me. Ugh. It's okay, it'll be fun, right, MPT? So what do we, this got Higgins ink. This, what was this one? Like 201, 102 nib or something. That's taped to fit into this particular nib holder. Yes, it'll be a lot of fun. I vote take the vending machine and see what happens. Here, I think I always forget how to make a poll. Let's see. I'll start a poll and there's gonna be like one vote. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. What? Okay, where are you? What is that? Clip that. Manage poll. Create new poll. Okay. Let's see. Should I fly to Tokyo Comic Con with mine? Okay. Question mark. Okay. All right, there you go. One minute. Let's see, let's do 3 minutes. Start poll. Okay. Did I do it? Can I vote on my own poll? I got one, heck yeah. 2? All right, well, I'll let it ripen. We'll see. Need you. Okay. 3. One says a bad idea. Interesting. Poll is up. Thank you, Siege. Gotta announce polls. I tend to be tabbed elsewhere, listening mostly. I get to look over and be shocked at how much you've done. Something else you show. Oh, that's, you know what? I do the same thing. Yeah, because I'm always trying to co-work or something like that. So yes, there's a poll going. So far, everyone says to take the vending machine to Tokyo. We'll see. We shall see. I predict problems trying to take it to Tokyo Comic Con. That's what I was thinking. I'm struggling with what's practical and what's fun. So it's like I have to, it's almost certainly it will mean more time at the airport answering questions at the very least, right? Very much so. So if I plan for extra time, but we talked about, that's exactly what I was going to say, Siege. We talked about being ready with, like, you know, putting the notes in English and Japanese in the luggage so they can see it, and then also talk to them about it when they ask me about it. What if they send me back to the United States? They're just like, no, you can't be doing that. That would be the worst. That's worst case scenario. Vote's about to end. Look at that. 2 bad ideas, 3 say heck yeah. That's pretty close. That's kind of how I feel. You guys were reflecting my thoughts on it. Yeah, I'm like on the fence, leaning towards just go for it. Poll completed. Look at that. You guys are very reliable. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Do I have? Oh yeah. Options will be leave it, trash basically, someone grabs it from you, very unlikely, and lastly, mail it home. Good luck. Yeah, that would be so heavy and expensive. Would it be cheaper though than buying another? I wonder if you could call the airport ahead of time and ask. I wonder that too. I'd have to call too. Well, do they care leaving? Because we're flying into Narita and out through Haneda. Pardon my pronunciation. That's just how it worked out. It kind of makes sense, even though I didn't really choose it. It's just what the cheapest flight was. But for flying in, we want to be closer to the convention, which is in Chiba. That's not Tokyo. And flying out in Tokyo, like Shinjuku, both airports are going to care both ways. Contraband. Oh, goodness. It'll be my last attempt of going to Tokyo Comic Con. Ah, so sad. So sad. I didn't get that vending machine all too long ago. I think I've had it I think I got it in April, maybe March. I had it for, I think was the first thing I had it for the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books. No, I think it was before then. WonderCon? Did I have it at WonderCon? contraband. Now take it. Ugh. Yeah, I guess I could try and ask somebody at the airport, not at the, like, email ahead of time. Because it's not a weapon. People fly with golf clubs and snowboards, like odd shaped things. Also, if someone offers you fruit at the airport, don't take it. Thank you. What are the other things they say? Did you pack your bag? Did you leave your bag somewhere? Did someone ask you to bring their bag? Weird questions, because, like, who accidentally is like, you know what? Yeah. Usually people know darn well that they're being sneaky. Not accidentally. Exactly. I think just email ahead of time and then communicate with the TSA on the day. They'll want to examine it, but that should be fine. That's best case scenario, right? That seems like minimally examine, take a bunch of time to ask me questions. Maybe they'll be charmed by it. I mean, it's kind of interesting. People will give you an apple or something you wouldn't think about, but that's an invasive species, usually if you take it across the ocean. Yeah, that happens in Hawaii. Someone was in front of us. There's always someone. They just had oranges in their bag or something. I don't know what it was, but it took an extra amount of time to get through. Corey says hi. Hi, Corey. How are you? I'm trying my best to ink a grump here. What are you doing? Yeah, it is really fun. And it was an unexpected thing with the vending machine that it inspired me to create weird stuff to put in it, like the little mini sketchbooks and then this puzzle thing. Corey says, good, it's been so long and doing nothing. I was busy with school. Yeah, school is more important. Doing nothing, enjoy the peace. Did you see I got my hair did? Straight. Look at that. Let's see. There it is. I'm not used to brushing it. People with curly hair don't just brush their hair every day. Or not every, like once a day. You do weird things to the curls if you try. So I forget you're supposed to run a brush through it when it's straight. But look at that. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I'm gonna go off because I need to get ready for tomorrow. I just remembered. Yeah, do your thing. Thank you so much for stopping by to say hello. I appreciate it. I mean, I've literally been trying to figure out what's different. Really? Yeah, I got it straightened. When I get it highlighted, it's always easier to have it straightened with the blow dryer than to try to sit there and have it styled curly because that's like a whole to do. And also it's fun to just have it straight every now and again. Shows how inattentive guys can be. I didn't notice at all. And you know what, Siege? That's okay too. If I need attention, I will ask for it directly. It's cute. Thank you so much, MPT. Yeah, I'll never be like, you never notice anything. I'll be like, hey, check this out. Look what I did. Isn't it cool? Look at me, look at me. I'm dancing like a little 4-year-old. Yeah, I finally found somebody who does a really good job on my hair. So I'm happy about that. Are you trying? So when I go to Tokyo, or I guess Japan in general, we don't do anything in Chiba. We go to, what is it called? The Hub or something? It's an English bar in Japan, and our friends love to go there. I don't know why. It's pretty normal. I think they like it because there's tables and it's during the convention, and a lot of times you need to finish commissions. So it's maybe they like it because it's a comfortable place to draw or something. I'm not sure. So we go to the Hub, and yeah, that's there's nothing to see over there. That's why we get the heck out as soon as the convention's over. Is it in Shibuya? The Hub that we go to after the convention is in Chiba. Are there smaller areas of Chiba that I don't know how to reduce it anymore? By the convention center, Makurase. Oh goodness. Okay, hold on. I need to remind myself. MPT, you know the name of the convention center. Makuhari? Makuhari, is that it? It's near the, oh, you know what? It's by the train stop right by the Makuhari Convention Center. We don't go to the Shibuya area until after the convention is over. We just hightail it out. Never to be seen again. Yeah, Makuhari. I think there are a lot. I think it's just a chain bar kind of thing. But yeah, once we leave. Oh, where do we go to the art store. This one, Sakado. Like 6 stories of art supplies. We just eat whatever ramen and sushi we could find. I want to try melon pan. Melon pan? Makuhari mese. Yeah. Oddly enough, melon pan, it's like a sweetbread, I think. And I've always avoided it. My husband loves melon pan. I've always avoided it because it looks like pan dulce, which is like the driest, unexciting Mexican sweetbread ever created. I do like the piggy, but everything else is just like dry and barely sweet and all taste the same. So it kind of looks like that, so I've been avoiding it. But people love it, so now I have to try it. Yeah, there's good ramen here, but MPT, it costs like $20 a bowl for like a decent bowl of ramen. You can get it cheaper, but it tastes like they pulled the meat out of the freezer and it's like kind of weird. The broth is like, that's okay. Like you could actually probably make your own instant ramen better than the ones that you pay 15 bucks for here. You believe it? Ah, yeah. So we're gonna fill up on ramen, even if we get like price gouged or being tourists. It's still better. Thank you, Japan. We appreciate you. Gaijin, yeah, that's us. We go to places when they don't want us there. They give us the like, get. When were you living in California? Like Southern California or Northern? You don't have to give me like the exact place, but California is so long, it makes a difference for like the climate. I'm mostly interested in the climate. I apologize for questions before you ask generally. They've done it so long, it's just nature to them and confusing that you don't understand. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, you're telling me, like in Japan, for me to apologize for questions before I ask? They've done it so long, it's just nature to them and confusing that you don't understand. I'm from the Bay Area, but we left for Japan September 2021. So cooler and more expensive. Yeah, so you know about overpriced ramen for sure. Yeah, that was one of the words I learned. Sumimasen, like apologizing for being in someone's way or something like that. I'm sorry for making this awkward, but overpriced everything, says MPT. Yeah. I'm always tempted to like fire up the Duolingo or the Japanese section, but I need to stick to Spanish, one thing at a time. I'm very slow at my comprehension, and I'm much better at reading. So it's not. I'm glad I know more. My vocabulary is growing, but I'm not there yet. Okay, let's see. It needs a lot of beefing up of lines, some shadows, finish some pumpkin guts, finish the little face in there. Text generally doesn't have an accent, but people do. That's true.
Game begin.
I can't imagine having an accent. Obviously I do, but it's just weird to think. There's so many accents in the United States. Are there as many in other countries? Like regional accents? Because Boston is different from New York. You got the South. I don't know if it's any different in like Northern California. Southern California's probably got something to it. Texas is different. Is Texas different from Georgia? Yeah. Probably. Creole? I don't know. Some variations of Spanish can be insanely fast. I know. We're trying to watch some shows, and I rely on the subtitles if they're in Spanish. Joel can pick it up. He can understand a lot more than I do, but sometimes there's this one show with an Aztec person speaking and so quick. It's just impossible for him to understand. Yeah, no one hears their own accent until they are the odd ones out. And they wouldn't even, if they were the odd ones out, it would be everybody else who sounded interesting. They would consider themselves to be the plain one. Everywhere has accents. There's 3 southern accents: drawl, twang, and you're forgetting one. Yeah, there's like someone from Alabama isn't gonna sound like somebody from Texas. But I couldn't describe how. And probably I wouldn't be able to pick it out. Like if someone started talking, I wouldn't be able to say that's you're from the mountains or something. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things. Mississippi drawl plus twang, leaving out syllables. Really? That's really specific, Chris. Do you know people there? Throw. That's just a giant shadow under here. You know lots of people there. Okay. You grew up in Memphis. Ooh. Did you really? Texans have a drawl, usually hang out onto the last syllables too long. And Texas itself is huge. I bet you can just drive across the 10 and hear like 3 different dialects. Do you think the Pacific Northwest has an accent? I mean, I guess yes, if you're from Texas. So what do I mean then? As far as California accents go, is it much different? You say, yeah. I wouldn't catch it. Yeah, I think the first ones that I mentioned are probably the only accents, like United States accents, I would be able to pick out. California has many accents, but some are subtle. I wouldn't, and C degrees, I wouldn't be able to pick them out. Maybe like a beachy kind of talk compared to inland, but I have no idea. I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference between, who did you say, Chris? Mississippi, I think. Mississippi and like Tennessee, Alabama, or something like that. I don't think I'd be able to pick those out. Pacific Northwest mostly has mixes. There is something common, but most people move there and bring their own accent to mix in. Dialect also plays into accent quite a bit. Because in Texas, fixin' and fixing are two entirely different words. Yeah, because if you're fixing to do something, you're not fixing anything. That I get. Northern California is just meth plus slacker accents. No, it's not. Exactly. Or who, me? Like about the fixing to do something siege. Northern California is just meth plus slacker accents with a bit of redneck. Really? I wouldn't have, that's not the recipe I would have put together. I think well, Northern California. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Northern California. We just go to Seattle, that's not California. And then in the furthest north I've been is San Francisco. Finishing or fixing the blenders so we can finish fixing the fixins. We're fixing the blender. There's something also in Texas about the all y'all. There's like there's an additional y'all that you can throw in there to really extend it. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get this goop pop out. I'm gonna throw some shadows under it. My time in California was weird. I was awake from 9 p.m. till 9 a.m. middle of the night. The people I met were odd. Oh yeah. Yeah, if those are your hours. We had backwards hours when we first started working in comics, but we didn't really go anywhere. We stayed in the studio. We went to Norm's for breakfast or something. So we didn't, we drove by some stuff, but we weren't like in the mix. Our neighbors weren't a fan. Sticking out a little bit more. I was working a contract gig replacing the floor of a Foot Locker in a mall. Oh yeah, because you have to do that when everybody's gone, I guess. Or the floor of a Foot Locker in the mall. Now it's like, what's a mall? All y'all's better wash your hands for y'all get sick. I can't even read it. That is so much harder to read than understand verbally. Wash your hands? Wash your hands for y'all get sick. Wash, I've heard a bunch. I had a neighbor when I was little. She said wash. I like the hidden R in Australian words. We're watching on Netflix, what is it? Apple cider vinegar. And it's like Australia, I guess. Talk about Adelaide, Melbourne, the Gold Coast. And they throw that little hidden under R. I like it. Yeah, language is super weird and fluid. Like, I'm still annoyed by the changing of the word literally, I mean figuratively, but I guess that's just what language is. I don't know, it's a growing, morphing thing. And we moved to the high desert, and I don't know why it got on my nerves so much. Somebody was talking about being on restriction rather than being grounded. I'm like, what a restriction? What is that? You grounded or not? And that's just like 2 hours away. Vince asks, do you like pumpkin food? You know, I almost made that my go live notification, the admission that I don't like pumpkin lattes. It's too like, it's like acidic or something. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I think I've finally admitted to myself that I don't like them, because I would order them as soon as it was pumpkin season. Yeah, let's get a pumpkin latte. But I was always disappointed and I couldn't figure out why. But yeah, pumpkin lattes are just not for me. But everything else, basically, I love. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin ice cream, pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins. What else? Pumpkin seeds even, roast them up. They're not too bad. Fun fact, pumpkin spice contains no pumpkin at all. Pumpkin spice, is that like a nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice? Is that what it is? I like all those. Oh, you know what? This isn't pumpkin related, but it's flavor related. I tried Salt and Straw. They have their new flavors out, and they're all apple related. And they have one that's like apples and cheese. I don't know. I think I was reading the description of it, and something about me just mentioning spices reminded me of their description, because it got super flowery about like, oh, it's the ice cream reminds you of like the pumpkin, not the pumpkin, the cream cheese frosting of a cinnamon roll. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It just tastes like yummy vanilla, but that's okay. You're just being extra about your description. So that one was noteworthy to me. The pumpkin, I mean, I keep saying pumpkin, the apple cheese one, because I tasted a spoonful of it, and they must have just only scooped a bit of cheese or something, because it wasn't very good. But when I got the full scoop, here's the thing, I didn't like the taste, so that means I'm gonna buy a full scoop, because I like to punish myself. But it was good. The full scoop was good. It just needed more variation of the flavors. Cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, clove, allspice. I was missing 2. That sounds good. I think I've sprinkled that on vanilla ice cream before. Okay, so let's see. I just want to do scratchy lines. Chris says, add cardamom and turmeric and you'll have a nice masala. Is that the only difference? I think we have that. It must be a lot of turmeric and cardamom because I don't get sweetness from it. It's just savory and good. I think we do have like a little container of that stuff. Huh. It's a good dessert spice mix. I can think of a few things it would work with. You could just add cardamom anyways in my... Yeah, I think we have some of that. Fresh turmeric is such a destructive little thing. It stains all of the stove handle, stove knobs, all the spatulas, the little microplaner. Like not the microplaner is stainless steel, but its cover, it's got like a patina now because of turmeric. Just destructive. That must be like a old-timey dye for fabrics or something. I want this darker. It's supposed to be good for you. All the annoying things are. I just want extra dark stuff. I have to push it. I do a little bit and then I look at it again and it doesn't look like anything. So then I'm just going over the same spot repeatedly until it like starts to look like I'm actually doing something. So if this, like I could put a nice big juicy shadow right here. I'm just gonna like block it off so that way I have no choice. Because it's kind of under his chin. I'll fix that. So now I'll have to, because I've already committed. I like that a little better. More of that. I mean, it's almost garam masala anyway, pumpkin spice chicken. Wait, is that what we have? Garam masala? Or is that a dish? We have like a little glass container of something that we got that was delicious, but now it doesn't have a label on it anymore. It smells really good. It might have been that. Let's see. I'm not much of a cook. I've been making salads and I'm all proud of that. They're good salads, but I need to cook more. Garam masala is a spice mix added to yogurt or tomato soup for Indian dishes. Yogurt, I like to throw yogurt and stuff. Make some sort of, put dill in it. I don't know. It makes a good kind of sauciness thing. Cooking is fun. It's like art and science mixed. It is. It is, because then you think of like flavor balancing, and it's like putting contrasting colors together. Like make it too sweet, put a little, I don't know, sour or bitter or something, depending on what. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it needs more goo. And then I could put more shadows. Goo first, then shadows. All right, where is the goo? I got a little bit here that's whipping around. I can barely see what I drew, so I'm just gonna go for it. That works. So I'm gonna get nibs in Japan. The G nibs, I forgot what they're called. They come in silver and gold. I'll get what I can find, but I want the gold. Gold. Just cause why not? They're not that expensive. They're probably, I'm thinking they're a little more spendy here, but yeah, maybe I'll find a better price. It's a kind of, the way I explain it, you eat 3 times before the food touches your lips. Oh, interesting. Smell it, hear it, hot and sizzling, and see it. Yeah, all those are important. It's interesting to remind yourself of how important smelling is to actual, like the perception of flavor. Do you guys have any gross foods that, like, your comfort food? Like, I don't think Vegemite's not gross. It's just people don't use it right. I think it's supposed to be like a thin spread on toast. But if anybody ever wants you to taste it, they're like, "Here," and they give you the whole jar. Or like durian, which is some cheese smelling fruit or something. I don't know if I have something gross like that I like. Oh, cod liver. I love cod liver. It's like, it's weird. Joel brought some. I don't know, he heard that it was healthy. And he opens the can and he's more like, "Bleh." For me though, it's like a zombie to brains or something. My whatever, my brain is telling me, you must eat this. Black licorice, Siege. My mom likes black licorice. It's gross, but that's okay. I can't get into it. I don't know what the thing is. It's what's the flavor like? It's like it tastes like black stuff. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. It's just like plasticky, rubbery. That's a texture though. It's just, I need to have some so I can put words to it. In Mexican restaurants, fajitas basically sell themselves. Oh yeah, the sizzle. Waiters walking by with platters of sizzling meat. I've dropped those before. I want that. I don't know what it is, but I want that. It's too salty to be edible. Black licorice. Oh, I love cow liver too? That's just liver, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously. Liver, yeah. I know what? I don't know how I feel about like regular cow liver. I think because Fonzie didn't like it. I think that's why I don't like it. Chicken gizzards and livers. You like those? Or are you just naming things? What are other nasty things I like? Others don't. Okay. Chicken gizzards and livers. So that stuff that people pull out of the turkey during Thanksgiving. You're like, yeah, give me that bag. I'll take some of that. Don't put it in the stuffing. Siege is gonna eat it. Raisins, yeah, raisins are they have a place, I guess. I would never like just snack on them though. Like, give me a little box of those. One of the cheesecakes in Tokyo, what was it? Rikuro, I think. They put raisins on the bottom of them. That's the only thing that I'm not that into. But everything is so good. It doesn't even matter. Chocolate covered raisins. I'm not introduced to them all that much to feel that strongly. What else? They put them in toast. Some people get really angry about raisin toast. With enough butter, a little bit of cinnamon, that's fine. I won't buy them, but I do enjoy them. Other things I'd rather spend my money on than raisins. That's fair. Chocolate doesn't add to raisins. I think it does. It makes them more interesting. Like, okay, if there was a bowl of raisins and a bowl of chocolate covered raisins, I'll tell you which one I'd empty first. It's not the plain raisins. Raisin toast is divine. Oh, you really like it. Okay, let's see. I need more connector guts. That might do. I haven't had it in forever. Raisin toast. Oh, you know what? This isn't necessarily a gross food, but a odd preparation for something delicious. You get fresh strawberries. You get a bowl of like cinnamon and sugar, and then you get a bowl of sour cream, like full-fat sour cream. So you dip the strawberry in the sour cream and then coat that with the cinnamon and sugar. It's really good. It tastes like cheesecakey strawberries. But I tried to make them for a friend, and they're like, this would have been better with like whipped cream or mascarpone, something or other. So I kind of like it. I had absinthe in Germany. I'd rather drink Everclear. Tastes better. Oh, is it really strong? It's at the green alcohol. Whole Foods Market. Greenleaf's Bakery, cinnamon raisin bread. Oh goodness. Let's see. I'm gonna click this link. What do we got here? My internet is like, I'll think about it. I don't know. Yeah, Green Fairy alcohol. It's nasty. That's taking a while to load. I'll put that aside. Our friend had a bottle of weird alcohol. We're like, what is it? Is it tequila? Is it tequila or mezcal or whatever? And like we so wanted it to fit into one of these categories, but it was its own thing. It wasn't made of like agave or whatever. What was it called? It was like, it was almost my last name. Do I have, oh, I had the wrong focus all the time. Okay, sorry, our website is down. Please try again in a few minutes. Chris, we broke Whole Foods. Costco and Safeway also carry the Greenlee bread. So it's that specific brand that you really like? Greenlee raisin toast? It's the best cinnamon raisin bread. Okay. Okay. Chewing on cinnamon sticks? That's not gross, it's intense. It's like you can really handle some flavor there, Siege. Oh, what was that alcohol? Okay. It's like Sodal or something? Yeah, Sotol is a distilled spirit made from the plants of the genus Dacilerion, which grow in the Chihuahuan Desert of northern Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, and West something or other. That's about my interest. It did not click beyond that summary. But our friend had a bottle of that, and we were just like, what does it taste like? I guess it's similar to tequila. But yeah, I've never tasted absinthe. I'm not much of a drinker, so I don't see, I think it'd be wasted on me. Okay, so let's give these strands some viscosity. I think since I don't drink much, the drinks that I like, I remember there was this one moonshine that I had at a restaurant in Arizona. It was peach moonshine or something. I always call the restaurant Bootlickers. It's not Bootlickers. It's like I don't know. It's a barbecue place. Sounds like Bootlickers. They have really good peach moonshine. So that's basically like the extent of my alcohol knowledge. I've had more than I know or can remember of absinthe, or just might be because of the amount. At times, if it's over 45% alcohol by volume, is that what that is? And you can't feel it, it's dangerous. Absinthe or like moonshine? I don't think I've ever felt like booze. I've drank a lot, sissy. I don't think I've ever felt like, oh, I just need to escape and let loose. Like, give me a drink of something. It's wine 30 or whatever. I've never had that sort of instinct. And I don't like the taste of alcohol. If I want something yummy, I'll have a shake or like some yummy fizzy, like fruity beverage. So that means my tolerance level is non-existent. And I'm pretty boring. That's what that means. That's a good streaky strand. I like it. This will be horrible to say, but it's kind of funny. Okay. Before I graduated high school, I realized I needed to slow down my drinking because I could no longer remember the number of nights I couldn't remember. Oh, is that? I can't remember what I don't remember. Before high school, Siege. Where's the party? Where you going? What's the hurry? Yeah, my vice is sugar, I guess. There was a Thanksgiving. We went to some friends and I took a couple of pies. It was a pumpkin pie. And do you remember restaurant Claim Jumpers? They had they sold a pumpkin cream cheese pie. Really, really good. Layer of pumpkin pie, layer of cream cheese pie, whatever. It's delicious. So we bought a whole one. That whole one is giant. Oh my gosh. It's like, let's see. I'm like making pie shape with my hand. It's got to be like 18 inches in diameter or something like that. And they ate some of it and then they sent us home with all of it. So at home it was just me and Joel, and we had like a pretty big chunk of Claim Jumpers pumpkin cream cheese pie and the regular pumpkin pie. So I ate all of the pumpkin cream cheese pie. It took a couple of days, and then I got to the pumpkin pie, and when I made the transition over to the pumpkin pie, it tasted like a healthy vegetable kind of quiche or something. I don't know. It was so, I was so conditioned to like the crazy sugar of the one thing. So that couldn't have been good for me. I probably would have been healthier to drink a bunch of booze. That was over 20 years ago and counts. The 40 empty whiskey bottles in my room say the party isn't over. Oh, you're still at it. Whiskey bottles, whiskey Siege. Couldn't stand it. I could stand some sugar. I don't need the booze. It's more for you, Siege. How's that? Whiskey. Are you picky about the types? Do you know about like the barrels and things that they add certain flavor, and I don't know. There's something about that kind of booze that I hear but I don't understand, having to do with aging in barrels and things. Whiskey at least has flavor. I graduated from Everclear at least. Oh my goodness. Do you wish you were drawing when you aren't? No, I think because there's always it's always just right around the corner. I'm never that far away from like trying to draw something, even though it comes, or like trying to create something like this puzzle thing. There's always something going on. So I'm not doing it long enough to want to do it. I'm very much so a whiskey nerd. Oh, okay. What's your favorite whiskey fact? How's your drawing coming along, Vince? Kind of a hit and miss, right? Because you got other stuff to do. It gets frustrating. You know what I was doing though? Kind of hits on what you're talking about, Vince. I was doing other stuff, not this stuff. So maybe the answer is yes to you. You wish you were drawing when you aren't. Because in last week I was doing a bunch of digital stuff and it wasn't my favorite thing. And I was like, oh, I feel like because it was so many hours, what I was doing looked nice, but my part in it wasn't very impressive because spot color channels for screen printing, it's just grads mostly, you know, you don't get real rendery because everything's going to be on a separate layer. So if you make it too complicated, it's not going to work for the whatever output you're trying to have. So I just felt like it was like, if you do your job right, it looks like you've done nothing at all. And so doing that, I was like, oh, I can't wait to work on something where at least I can see how I've messed it up. So here we are. Congratulations, everybody. Hold on, this is hard to answer. Oh, we're gonna get some whiskey facts. I'm ready, Siege. Yeah, but the Whole Foods site didn't load, said it was down. I want to see raisin bread. Ready. Okay, let's see. There's like rye whiskey, and then how is Scotch different from whiskey? Is it what it's fermented with? See, I'm asking really dumb questions, but I have zero idea. So educate me, please. Art is hard. Yeah, it can be. Most of the time it is. I guess if you're doing it right, you're trying to learn something. It's just sometimes it doesn't go well because you don't know everything. So there's going to be this real clumsy, ugly part of your journey. And I mean, best case scenario, you're not doing that in front of people live, but sometimes you just want to show off the journey, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of the whole purpose of me messing around with stuff here is that it's not always perfect. Just do the thing. Got it, says Siege. Whiskey fact. Whiskey does not have a globally accepted definition, so traveling from the US, EU, Japan, and India can result in entirely different kinds of alcohol being labeled whiskey. That's why I'm so confused. Also, it's technically whiskey. The Irish added that... Oh, it's technically whiskey with a Y. W-H-I-S-K-Y. The Irish added the E to avoid taxes. No, they didn't. Scotch must be made in Scotland. The end. Okay. Thank you, Siege. What about rye whiskey? I feel like there was some drink cocktails that required rye whiskey, and I'm like, I don't even care. But that's just because it's not my thing. Some people have a real taste for it and they enjoy the subtleties. I tried to taste the subtleties of some white wine, and it did actually have like a lemony kind of flavor to it. So I was kind of excited that I was able to detect that. I like tasting things and smelling things, even things that I don't necessarily like. So I thought it would be fun, even though I don't like drinking, to be able to tell the difference between wines, or I don't know. But then it's like, what now? Where am I going to test this out? Where am I practicing this? It just turns into a whole to-do. Then it's like, why even leave the house? I'm fine right here. Our friends made good muffins, and I was like, what are these? I couldn't detect. It was giving me like bran or pumpkin kind of feelings, but it wasn't that at all. And I was mystified. I'm like, it's like almost savory. What is this stuff? And I asked her, it was like zucchini bread muffins. They were delicious. So now I'll know, hopefully. I'm getting mystery, savory vibes from a muffin. I'm gonna think zucchini bread muffin. It was delicious. Okay. So, see what we got here. Pumpkin guts. Streaming out. I think I like a lot of what's happening here. This is okay. It's getting a little samey same. Needs to be broken up some with longer pieces. That's probably why I like these stretched out longer pieces so much. It's just the difference in what's going on up here. This needs some more form and shadows or something. I don't know what exactly. I think shadows. I want it to be hollow and spilling out rather than like a wall of just slime. So how would I do that? The mash bill must contain a specific amount of rye grain in the mash bill. The mash bill must contain a specific amount of rye grain. A mash bill, oh thank you. A mash bill is a mix of different grains that have been malted. A mix of different grains that have been malted. So it must contain a specific amount of rye grain in the grains that have been malted. Sorry, I'm having to look up certain terms here and there. I know the science of it, not the exact. No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is gross. Okay, shadows under the... Alright, I can do that. Shadows under some of this pumpkin guts. Shadows under his hand where he's holding the pumpkin. Probably some more shadows just behind and under here, these little swoopy, segmenty parts. Maybe a little behind the pumpkin rind. Is that what it's called? Like the pumpkin skin rind stuff? So that it's separate. So it looks like a thick skin. Okay, do that. Malting basically starts the growth process and stops it. Malting basically starts the growth process and stops it. Doing so gets the grain to release enzymes that break down the starches into fermentable sugars. Wow. So much crazy stuff happens when you're making alcohol. It's weird that there's certain rotting things you're like, not having it, and other rotting things are like, yeah, I'll drink that one. How much of that stuff, the early humans learning what they can and can't eat or drink, has to do with what they've observed in animals, like some animals eating rotten fruit off a tree and starting to stumble around. And an early man was like, I want to do that. I want to stumble around too. Yeah, I'm a whiskey nerd. I appreciate you, Siege. Thank you. I'm an ice cream nerd. But I can't tell you the science behind ice cream. I can just tell you this one's delicious. So I need to work on my nerd cred. Yeah, nothing will be more disappointing than that pickle sorbet. It's not even, it wasn't delicious. The matcha with bugs in it actually was good, except you just were eating bugs, so it wasn't a pleasant overall experience. But the pickle sorbet, just no, no, Salt and Straw, you're a bad boy. More than likely, the first fermented consumables were either an accident. Shipping a large container lightly packed would reduce the amount of air, and sailboats were way slower. Oh. Some of the sailors were like, well, it's rotten, let's eat it anyway. I wouldn't want to be on one of those sailboats. It sounds awful. Okay, so then what's happening back here? Let's hold on. Let's do some of this. And then some of this. Throw in more shadow. What's happening to my goop? You remind me, or you're reminding of the original Iron Chef episode where one guy made fish ice cream by all accounts. It was terrible. Fish ice cream. On Iron Chef? Fish ice cream? How is it served? Fish ice cream. I'd eat it. I definitely have to know about it. Was it frozen? Oh, thanks. So it was served after dinner? Like it was supposed to be like a scoop of delicious dessert? Because I could picture it being what does fish go well with? Like citrus? Yeah, but what kind of entree would it go well with? Like something complimentary as a savory thing. Oh, there was one woman that was my favorite. Takes a bite. This is awful. Takes another bite. Why would you do that? Would be me. I would keep trying it. I'd finish it. Be like, yeah, that was a thing. Took me on a journey. Fish ice cream. Now I'm intrigued. Okay, so then I want to do something here. I want to give it more form. It's almost there. I should push some of these back a little because it's starting to have some depth. Like there's some threads in the way back and there's some in the forefront. Have you ever tasted something you had to spit out? Like, I don't know, some weird side dish? I don't think I've ever been so grossed out. Maybe I'm just not around jerky people who are like, yeah, try this, and it's like disgusting. like if I took a bite out of something and it was okay. It was probably a taco. It was what was it? Carnitas or something. But they served me like a giant spoonful of fat. I spit it out. Hi, most likely Marsh. How about how you doing? I'm doing really good. I was making pumpkin slime here and talking about gross food. How have you been? What are you doing? I'm laughing at this flavor profile. The ice cream was described as not overly sweet and very mild, with a subtle but discernible trout flavor. Complemented by its crispy trout skin garnish, which acted like a cracker. Wow. Not overly sweet, very mild with a subtle but discernible trout flavor. I would taste that. I would order that. And I would finish it. But don't surprise me with that. I need to know what I'm in for. Spit out, no. Use a napkin and take out a few times. Yeah, that was me with the big mouthful of fat. I didn't just like spit it out across the table. It was discreet. Trout ice cream sounds wild, doesn't it, Marsh? I never had anything like that. I had matcha ice cream with mealworms and crickets, chocolate covered mealworms and crickets, and it had pickle sorbet and the melon prosciutto ice cream. What was another one? Oh, the apple cheddar, which was pretty good. I would eat that one again. I was reading their online description of it and I was like, oh, it's a little flowery. It was pretty much just like slightly appley cinnamon roll-ish with some hints of cheesiness. But they're like talking about apple pie, delectable, folded in so gently in the cinnamon goo of the cinnamon roll. And I'm like, it was good. Trout ice cream. Yeah, I think there's a place for that. Iron Chef, not Iron Chef America. The original Japanese show had wild stuff on it. Really? Marsh, I like apples with cheddar. Yeah, right? I had that as a snack when I was little. Just a bite of apple, bite of cheddar. I had long time ago. There was some old-timey diner that offered a slice of cheddar melted on their apple pie. So I tried it because it sounded weird. And I knew from past experience that it was kind of a good combo. And it was pretty good. I haven't seen it around again, except for this ice cream flavor. So then, Marsh, is there anything that you've eaten that was either so gross that you had to spit out, or gross that you're like surprised that you liked it, I guess? Like me with I like cod liver a lot, just from the can, put it on a cracker. I just think it's I don't know how to explain it. It makes me feel nice. It's good. Joel's gonna serve me up some now after the stream. What happened? Thought you wanted some of this. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to create some depth here. I that might be fine, and then the rest with color. You actually like tripe? Tripe? How do you say that? Tripe? Mexican, it's like intestines, right? And pate. Comes in menudo. Tripe? Joel, do you say tripe? Tripe?
Say again?
Tripe? Is that tripe?
Tripas.
Tripas? Was it's just the singular though? Just the one.
Tripe.
Tripe?
Tri-
Tripe.
Are you saying it in English or Spanish?
I'm trying to say it in Spanish.
Tripa, tripas.
Tripa, tripas. Yeah, I like menudo. Okay, so I'm missing some lines right here. We were having some when I was little, and it was served to like a mixed group of people, and a lot of the people didn't appreciate it. They were insisting that it was like there was hair on the meat or something, but it was like the inside of the stomach lining stuff where it had some like, I don't know, filament or texture to it. It's like, you know what? Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. They sometimes make tacos of tripa. I can't say it. I try. I haven't reached that chapter in Duolingo, I guess. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Pumpkin, where's your little roundness? Is that where it is? Yeah, I don't want to think about what it actually is. Nothing's worse than the dumb little shrimp that's in everything that people are just, everyone's decided it's okay to eat shrimp poop. I'll never understand. No, thank you. Oh, you know what I wouldn't eat? I would flat out, probably one of the only things I would flat out refuse to eat are those little eggs that have the chicks inside. And you're supposed to eat baby dead egg chicks. I wouldn't do that. I'm crashing. Lurk time. Mini and chat. Siege, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the education we got today about booze. Sleep well. Marsh, you're not into little baby chicks and eggs? Or the shrimp poop. Everyone likes the shrimp poop. I'm the only person who seems to have a problem with it. Oh, there's a Swedish canned fish that's fermented that's supposed to smell like death. Probably would pass on that, but I don't have anything to base that off of. It seems to, well, I guess I only see the videos of pranks involving it. I was gonna say it seems to be only used to torment people, but that's what I'm gonna be shown online. I'm not gonna see a nice happy family just enjoying a meal. Pumpkin's getting pumpkinier. Let's beef them up. I'm not into eating anything with eyes still in it. That's a big list though. I can understand why you wouldn't. But there's some fish I would eat. I did have a baby raw octopus once. It wasn't delicious. But I don't know. It wasn't alive. It was just raw. Tasted like cold octopus pudding. Pumpkin guts indeed. So I'm already thinking of the November ice cream flavors. That seems to be easy. They're gonna have like some sort of stuffing flavor. Something weird with like turkey and mashed potatoes. They're gonna have pumpkin pie, something or other, but they're gonna have a twist. It's gonna be like I don't know, something like fancy sounding. Do they do s'mores for November or December? That's gonna be December, right? It's gonna be peppermint and s'mores. Ah, now I just want ice cream. Ooh, big old wet line right there. Pumpkin. That's real pumpkin. Okay, that's pretty pumpkin-y. What else? It's painting time. Let's see. I'm dipping my nib in water. I guess the India ink dries on it and it might kind of clog it, mess it up. So before I just set it aside for a second, maybe just try to dip some of the ink out. There's not that much. That's pumpkin. Bleh. Guts. There he is. Working hard. So, let's see. It's pretty thick right there. I think I pulled up some paper. but that's not too bad. Let's see what we got. I think I'm gonna have to start separating my watercolors into smaller palettes or something. I still have this random chunk right here. I could put it in this one, but this was supposed to be like the special effects types of little pans. The granulating stuff, the pearlescent stuff that I'm not wanting to use because they don't reproduce well. And I think this is just Potter's Pink or something, because I didn't have room in this one. So I guess maybe he'll sit there until I figure out what I'm gonna do. I filled this one up and I filled this one up. I didn't use a different technique. Why did that one come out so much better than that one? Was it how old the tube was of paint? This was older and drier or something? They're brand new, but doesn't mean they weren't sitting around for a while. I guess if I keep using it, it'll settle down. But these are really handy, so I don't want to... Yeah, it is weird, right, Marsh? It'll settle down, but I should figure it out because these are handy and I don't want to have to keep moving things around and remaking little swatches. So I'll have to figure out something that makes sense. So let's see. Got nice grump green. That's too green. That's like Oscar the Grouch green. I think I always put too much water when I'm trying to mix a color. I should just go bold, see what happens. I've got like black paper dust from my puzzle stuff. I'm gonna have black puzzle paper lung. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I don't need this one. Got nibs hanging out, ready to stab me. That's there. Water there. Okay. I think we got this. Who's gonna play with us today?
Game begin.
All right. Let's try this swooshy one. For going for bold, let's get the big swooshy splooshy brush. This guy. What is it? 8400? Raphael? I don't know. Pretty green.
When the bistro places.
I don't know, let's try it. I always make it too watery and then nothing looks very strong, so what's the worst that could happen? So let's see. Oops. There we go. Do I have the right focus? Yeah. Oh, I don't. There we go. This is Arch's cold press. This brush really soaks up all of the juicy green.
Game over.
I have a super neon-y bright orange that I could use for pumpkin guts. I think would be fun rather than like more subdued fall colors. I haven't decided yet though. I'm going bold. No fiddling with the blow dryer, the color mixing, and just throw it on there and see what happens. I'm just gonna let the red travel since he's all straining. I think I like the craziness of it. So let's see, gray shirt. Do I see any shirt? I think that's all gonna be pumpkin guts. Let's just go up here. Let's give that a try. Okay, so what else? Everything else is touching, so how much? How much blue and gray will the yellow soak in if I just go straight into it? I guess we can find out. We'll just let it happen. I stuck my finger in it. Just dirty it up a little bit. And that's too much. Too much. There. Try that. And okay, some of this is mouth, some of it is slime. So let's just pick which is which. Huh, that's not too bad. Let's see. I think for pumpkin slime, something stiff and pointy. This guy. This is one I'd like to find in Tokyo. It's exclusive for, I guess, I don't know, Hokkaido. So this was the smallest they had. I'd like to get a couple of smaller ones if they have it. Okay, pumpkin guts. That's pretty orange. That might be a little too orange. Let's see. This is too mellow. I need something in between. I could leave some white, then maybe it'll look a little shinier. But everything's so tiny. That's pretty icky. Okay. So I can see I should put darker lines in some of the pumpkin slime so they pop. I can make Grump's shirt a little darker. Maybe that's what I should do first. Make Grump's shirt darker so that the pumpkin slime pops forward a bit. So that would be medium dark, and then I could do a darker background. Or I could just go super red or something like that in the background, like a bright color. I'll think about it. So for now, oh, everything's got, this is why this brush is stained. I always get drips on it. I guess that's good. Stained brush means I'm using it. All right, yeah, so it's a good kind of start. Needs work. Cute and gross, which is perfect. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Let's see. Here, follow on the Discord. If that's where I usually post. I'm gonna get paint everywhere. Oh, I just threw it all. That's where I usually post, like, about if I'm gonna stream or not. Wednesdays is always the iffy day. Let's see. I probably will. Just But yeah, mark me down for a yes. If you want to check it out, Discord there. Okay, so yeah, and I'll work more on this guy. I don't know how much progress I'll have on my cool little puzzle because I have to learn stuff. This is like a multifaceted bit of like stretching my brain to figure out things. Oh, Shadow, thank you for the grump ball. Aw, look it. There he is. Oh. Aw. My favorite. Thanks, Shadow. So yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this more better. And this is gonna be... I'll probably have progress next week. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, I have to learn stuff. Learning is hard. Right, Vince? You and me, we gotta learn stuff. Okay, so then, let's see, I'm gonna do this one. So thanks for watching. Yeah, and thank you guys for hanging out. I will probably, most likely, see you all tomorrow. So take care. Have a good one.